I sit in the lawyer's office, hands shaking. My cousins fill the leather chairs around me. Designer suits, Rolex watches, manicured nails. I'm wearing my work jeans and flannel shirt, still smelling of engine oil from the garage. The lawyer opens the envelope. Grandpa's will. One by one, he reads. The lake house to Cousin Jennifer. The investment portfolio to Cousin Marcus. The vintage car collection to Uncle Robert. My name doesn't come. Not once. 43 years I spent with that man. Every summer on his ranch. Every weekend helping him fix tractors. Every Christmas Eve just us two, sitting by the fire while the others were too busy for an old man. Nothing. They left me nothing. My cousins smirk. The lawyer looks uncomfortable. Then he reaches into his briefcase and pulls out a second envelope. Actually, he says, his voice changing, there's one more thing. A private letter. For Jake only. He hands me the yellowed paper. I recognize Grandpa's handwriting immediately. My heart stops. This is the story of what happened next. The story of how nothing became everything, and how a hidden letter changed my life forever. The lawyer's office smells like old books and furniture polish. Mahogany everywhere. Big windows overlooking downtown. This is where rich people handle rich people problems. I don't belong here. Never have. My hands are rough from years of mechanic work, grease permanently stained under my fingernails. These leather chairs probably cost more than my truck. Grandpa died 3 weeks ago, 87 years old. Found him in the barn, wrench still in his hand, trying to fix the old John Deere one last time. That was Grandpa. Worked until his heart gave out. The funeral was strange. Family I hadn't seen in years suddenly showed up, crying into expensive handkerchiefs, talking about how much they'd miss him. Lies. All lies. I was the only one who visited him regularly. The only one who'd sit with him on the porch, drinking cheap beer, listening to his stories about the ranch in its glory days. Now they sit around me like vultures. Cousin Jennifer in her channel suit. She never even called him on his birthday. Cousin Marcus with his slicked-back hair and cufflinks. He told Grandpa 3 years ago that the ranch was a waste of prime real estate. Uncle Robert, Grandpa's own son, who moved to California 30 years ago and came back twice. Twice in 30 years. The lawyer clears his throat. His name is Mr. Patterson. Silver hair, expensive suit. He's been the family lawyer for 40 years. Shall we begin? Everyone nods. I feel sick. Not because I expect money, but because watching them pretend to care is making my stomach turn. Mr. Patterson opens a manila folder. Inside is the official will. Typed, notarized, legal. He begins to read in that flat lawyer voice. I, William Henry Cooper, being of sound mind and body. The reading begins. To my granddaughter, Jennifer Marie Cooper, I leave my lake house property in Cedar Springs, including all furnishings and the boat, valued at approximately $800,000. Jennifer gasps. Fake surprise. She knew. They all knew. She starts crying. Those aren't real tears. I've seen Jennifer cry once in my life when she broke her phone. To my grandson, Marcus Alexander Cooper, I leave my investment portfolio with Thompson & Associates, currently valued at $1.2 million. Marcus tries to hide his smile. Fails. He nods solemnly like he's accepting some great burden. The reading continues. Uncle Robert gets the car collection. 5 vintage vehicles, probably worth $500,000. Aunt Susan gets the vacation property in Florida. Another cousin gets jewelry. Another gets cash savings. The lawyer reads for 20 minutes. Every single family member gets something, except me. My name never comes up. I sit there, feeling smaller with each word. Not because I wanted money, but because it means something. Grandpa knew what a will meant. It's his final statement. His last words about who mattered. And apparently I didn't. The room is hot. I want to leave, but I can't move. Can't show them, it hurts. Jennifer glances at me. That look, pity mixed with superiority. Like she always knew she was worth more. Marcus doesn't even look at me. I'm invisible. Mr. Patterson closes the folder. That concludes the distribution of William Henry Cooper's estate. Silence. Someone coughs. Jennifer starts talking about the lake house, how she'll renovate it, make it modern. Grandpa loved that lake house exactly as it was. 70-year-old cabin, wood paneling, fishing rods on the wall. She'll destroy it, turn it into something from a magazine. I start to stand. Time to go. Let them have their party. But Mr. Patterson speaks. Actually, there's one more item. Everyone stops. He reaches into his briefcase, pulls out a different envelope. Old, yellow, sealed with actual wax. The envelope looks ancient, like something from another era. Red wax seal. My name written in Grandpa's shaky handwriting. Jake Cooper. Not even my full name, just Jake, the way he always said it. Mr. Patterson holds it carefully, like it might crumble. William gave me this letter 6 months ago. He was very specific about the instructions. It's to be opened and read aloud only after the will is read, only in young Jake's presence. Young Jake. I'm 43, but to Grandpa, I was always young Jake. My throat tightens. Jennifer looks annoyed. A letter? That's it? Not even a car? Mr. Patterson ignores her. He breaks the wax seal carefully. The envelope opens. Inside is yellowed paper. 3 pages, folded. Grandpa's handwriting covers every inch. Mr. Patterson unfolds it slowly. His eyes scan the first line. Something changes in his face. Surprise, maybe respect. He looks at me differently now. Should I read it aloud? He asks me directly. Not the room. Me. I nod. Can't speak. My voice is gone. He clears his throat. Begins. My dear Jake, if you're hearing this, I'm dead. Probably died doing something stupid like fixing a tractor. Hope I didn't suffer too much. Hope you weren't the one who found me. But knowing you, you probably were. You were always there when I needed you. His words hit me like a fist. Yes, I found him, face down in the barn. I knew he was gone before I even checked, the way he lay there, too still. I held his hand anyway, told him I loved him, even though he couldn't hear. Mr. Patterson continues. I know what you're thinking right now. You're sitting in Patterson's office. Your cousin's got everything. You got nothing. You're hurt, angry, confused. You're wondering if you ever mattered to me at all. Tears start before I can stop them. How did he know? How did he know exactly what I'd be feeling? You're also probably thinking about leaving, walking out, never speaking to them again. Don't. Not yet. Because what I'm about to tell you will change everything. The room is completely silent now. Even Jennifer has stopped fidgeting. Jake, I didn't leave you the lake house because you don't need a lake house. I didn't leave you the investment portfolio because you'd just give it away to someone who needed it more. I didn't leave you the cars because you'd sell them and use the money to help some kid fix his truck. Every word is true. Exactly what I would do. Grandpa knew me better than I knew myself. I didn't leave you those things because they're not who you are. You're not a man who needs things. You're a man who builds things, fixes things, helps people, just like I tried to be. My hands shake. The letter continues. So instead, I'm leaving you something more valuable, something none of them know about, something I built for you over the last 20 years. 20 years? What's he talking about? Under the ranch house, there's a basement. You know the one, where we used to work on engines in winter. Remember the south wall? The one with the old tool cabinet? I remember. Heavy wooden cabinet, probably 100 years old. We'd lean against it while we worked. Behind that cabinet is a door, hidden. You'll need to move the cabinet, it's heavy. Probably need 2 people, but you're strong, you'll manage. A hidden door? In all my years going to that ranch, I never knew. Mr. Patterson pauses, takes a breath. He's reading ahead. Whatever comes next surprised him. He looks at me with something like awe. Behind that door is a workshop. Not just any workshop. My life's work. Everything I built, fixed, restored, and saved over 40 years. Before your Aunt Susan forced me to sell the ranch business. Before your cousins convinced me to downsize. Before they took everything piece by piece and sold it off. I remember those years. Grandpa getting smaller, quieter. They told him it was for his own good. Took away his workshop, his tools, his purpose. Said an old man didn't need all that. I saved what mattered, moved it piece by piece into that hidden room. Took me 3 years. Every time they visited, I pretended to be getting rid of things. But really, I was hiding them. Mr. Patterson's voice wavers slightly. He's moved by this. Even he, a man who sees wills every day, is affected. In that room, you'll find 50 years of collection. Tools, equipment, parts. But more than that, you'll find 15 fully restored vehicles. Classic trucks I bought as junk and rebuilt, each one worth between $50,000 and $200,000. The room explodes. Jennifer stands up. That's impossible. He didn't have those. Marcus looks like he's been slapped. We inventoried everything. Grandpa's letter continues through the chaos. They never knew because I registered them under different names. Old friends who owed me favors. Each title is in a fireproof safe in the workshop. All signed over to you. Clear titles. Legal. Untouchable. Mr. Patterson raises his voice over the arguing. There's more. Please. They quiet down. Barely. But the vehicles aren't the real gift, Jake. The real gift is the workshop itself. It's yours, fully equipped, everything you need to do what you love, what you're good at, fixing things, building things, helping people who can't afford to fix their cars at expensive shops. I bought the land the workshop is on separately. 5 acres. They think it's part of the ranch that got sold. It's not. I bought it 30 years ago under an LLC. Patterson has the deed. It's yours. Free and clear. No mortgage. No taxes owed. Yours. 5 acres. A workshop. 15 restored vehicles. This is impossible. This is everything. I've also set up a business account. It's got $50,000 in it. Seed money. For parts. For tools you'll need to replace. For advertising. Whatever you need to start your own garage. A real one. Not working for someone else. Your own place. Mr. Patterson pulls out another document. A business registration. Cooper's Restoration and Repair, LLC. Registered 18 months ago. You're listed as the owner and operator. He set it all up. You just need to sign. My hands can't stop shaking. I can't breathe properly. This isn't real. Can't be real. The letter continues. I know you're probably crying right now. Don't be embarrassed. Real men cry. I cried when your grandma died. Cried when I had to sell my first workshop. Cried when your dad died and I thought I'd lost you too. My father died when I was 12. Car accident. After that, Grandpa became everything. Father, friend, teacher. You stayed with me through all of it. When your mom remarried and moved away. When your cousins stopped visiting. When I got sick and everyone said to put me in a home. You said no. You said you'd take care of me and you did. I did. I moved into the ranch house for the last 2 years. Took care of him. Made him breakfast. Helped him shower when he got too weak. Sat with him at night when the pain was bad. That's why you get the workshop. Not because you're blood, but because you showed up. You stayed. You cared. Mr. Patterson stops. Swallows hard. Even he's emotional now. Now, about your cousins sitting there looking shocked. Jennifer, Marcus, Robert, Susan, all of them. They're going to be angry. They're going to say I was senile, that you manipulated me, that this isn't fair. He's right. I can already see it on their faces. Jennifer's turning red. Marcus is typing furiously on his phone, probably texting his lawyer. Let them be angry. Let them contest it. Patterson has documentation proving my sound mind up until the day I died. Medical records, psychiatric evaluations, video testimony. I prepared for this. I knew they'd fight. Mr. Patterson nods. It's all here. Dated, notarized, witnessed. This will stand up in any court. The letter continues. They'll tell you that you don't deserve it, that you're just a mechanic, that they have degrees and careers and deserve more. Don't listen. You deserve everything because you earned it with time, with presence, with love. Jennifer stands up. This is bullshit. He was sick. You manipulated him. She points at me, her finger shaking with rage. You took advantage of an old man. Mr. Patterson speaks calmly. Mrs. Henderson, I understand you're upset, but I must tell you, I've been in this profession for 40 years. I've never seen a testator more clear-minded or more deliberate than William Cooper. He knew exactly what he was doing. We'll sue, Marcus shouts. We'll contest every word. That's your right, Mr. Patterson says. But I should warn you, your grandfather anticipated this. He's included a clause. Anyone who contests this will forfeit their inheritance entirely. Silence. They're trapped. Fight and lose everything. Or accept it. Jennifer sits down slowly. Her face is like stone. Uncle Robert, who hasn't said a word this whole time, finally speaks. Why? Just that. Why? Mr. Patterson looks down at the letter. Your grandfather addressed that. Should I continue? I nod. Can't speak. Emotion has my throat closed. Robert, If you're asking why, I'll tell you. You're my son. I love you. But you left. You built a life in California and forgot where you came from. I don't blame you for chasing your dreams, but I blame you for forgetting mine, for never asking about the ranch, for never calling just to talk, for only visiting when you needed something. Uncle Robert's face crumbles. 40 years of absence hitting him all at once. Jennifer, Marcus, you're bright kids. Smart, successful. But you measured your grandfather by what he could give you. Every visit was calculated. You'd show up, be nice, then ask for money for something. A car, a down payment, an investment opportunity. You saw me as a bank, not a person. Jennifer's crying now. Real tears this time, because she knows it's true. Susan, you meant well, but you tried to control me. Told me what was best for me. Took away my workshop because you thought it was dangerous. Put me on medications I didn't need. Made me feel like a burden. Like I was in the way of your organized, perfect life. Aunt Susan isn't here. She didn't come to the will reading. Said it was too emotional. Really, she assumed she'd get her check in the mail. But Jake never wanted anything from me. He came to the ranch because he liked being there. He learned to fix engines because he was genuinely interested. He took care of me at the end, not out of obligation, but because he wanted to. The letter pauses, then one more section. So to everyone wondering if this is fair, I'll say this. Fair isn't equal. Fair is giving people what they've earned. And Jake earned this. Mr. Patterson folds the letter. There's one more page. A personal note for Jake. Private. Do you want me to continue, or would you prefer to read it alone? Alone, I managed to say. My voice is barely a whisper. He hands me the final page. I hold it carefully. The paper is soft from age. My vision is blurred from tears, but I can read it. Jake. By now they've all left, or they're sitting there in angry silence. Either way, you're probably feeling guilty. Don't. You earned every bit of this. Not through manipulation, through being there, through caring, through showing up. That's worth more than any amount of money. He's right. The guilt is already starting, feeling like I took something from them. When you go to the workshop, you'll find one more thing. In the back corner, covered with a tarp. That's my last restoration project. A 1967 Chevrolet C10. Your dad's truck, the one he died in. My heart stops. Dad's truck? I bought it from the junkyard 20 years ago. The insurance company totaled it, but I couldn't let it go. It was your dad's, so I bought it, and I spent 20 years restoring it, piece by piece. Every panel, every bolt, every wire. It's perfect now, exactly like it was the day he bought it. Before the accident. I'm sobbing now. Can't help it. Don't care who sees. I want you to have it. Not to drive, but to remember. To know that things can be broken and still be made whole again. That's what you do. You take broken things and make them whole. You did it for me these last years. You made an old man feel whole again. The letter ends with just 2 more lines. Thank you for being my grandson. Thank you for being you. I love you, Jake. Always did. Always will. Grandpa. I sit there holding the letter. The office is silent except for my crying. I don't care. Let them see. Let them judge. Mr. Patterson gives me a moment, then quietly says, I have the keys to the property and the business documents you need to sign. Whenever you're ready. I nod. Can't speak yet. Jennifer stands up suddenly. Her chair scrapes against the floor. Come on, Marcus, let's go. She walks out without looking at me. Marcus follows. Then Uncle Robert. One by one, they leave. None of them say goodbye. None of them say congratulations. They just leave, like I'm not even there. Finally, it's just me and Mr. Patterson. He hands me a tissue box. I take several, wipe my face, try to breathe normally. Your grandfather was a remarkable man, Mr. Patterson says softly. In 40 years, I've never seen anyone plan something so carefully, so lovingly. He spent 6 months with me going over every detail, making sure it was airtight, making sure you'd be protected. Protected from what? I ask. My voice is rough from crying. From them, from guilt, from self-doubt. He knew you'd feel bad about this, so he made sure you'd understand. The letter, the explanation, the documentation proving his mental capacity, all of it was to protect you from feeling like you did something wrong. I understand now. Grandpa's last gift wasn't the workshop or the money or even Dad's truck. It was permission. Permission to accept it. Permission to not feel guilty. Permission to know I earned it. "When can I see the workshop?" I ask. "Whenever you want. I have the keys right here. The property is about 20 minutes from here. I can drive you if you'd like." I stand up. My legs are shaky, but they hold. "Let's go now." "Now?" "Now. I need to see it. I need to know it's real." The workshop is hidden at the end of a dirt road. Trees all around. You'd never know it was here unless you were looking. Mr. Patterson unlocks the heavy door. It swings open with a mechanical hiss. Climate controlled. The lights flicker on automatically. And I step into another world. The space is massive, 50 feet by 50 feet. High ceilings. Every wall lined with tools, professional grade. Organized perfectly. Color-coded. In the center of the room are the vehicles, covered with custom car covers. I walk to the first one, pull off the cover. A 1956 Ford F-100, mint condition, turquoise and white, chrome gleaming. I move to the next. 1972 Chevy Blazer, forest green, perfect. One by one I uncover them, each more beautiful than the last. 15 vehicles, all restored to showroom condition, all worth a fortune. But that's not what makes me cry again. It's the care, the hours, the love that went into each one. Grandpa did this, for me, while everyone thought he was just a lonely old man wasting away. He was building me a future. In the back corner, I find it, the tarp. I pull it off slowly. Dad's truck, 1967, Chevrolet C10, blue, the exact shade I remember. I open the door, slide into the driver's seat, the bench seat. Dad used to let me sit in the middle, between him and Mom, before the accident, before everything changed. The keys are in the ignition. There's a note on the steering wheel. One last note from Grandpa. "Jake, this truck survived. It can be made whole again. So can you. Drive it. Use it. Remember him. But don't live in the past. Build your future. I believe in you. Now you need to believe in yourself." I sit there in my father's truck in my grandfather's workshop on my own 5 acres, and I finally understand. They didn't leave me nothing. They left me everything.